I want to play a game. I want to play a game. It's a four-letter word. It's a beverage and a band. What do you think it is? Four-letter word. Say a word or a letter. Guess some letters.
What? No.
Guess some letters. It's a four-letter word. It's a beverage and a band. Those are the only hints you get. And it could be considered something else in case, you get really short on legs and bases and stuff for Hangman. But yeah, it's a beverage and a band. Name a letter. It's a four-letter word. Can you guess? Are you gonna guess a letter?
S.
Wrong. You got a head. So, keep going.
C.
Wrong. You got a body.
L.
Wrong. You got a leg.
U.
Correct. That is the third letter of the four-letter word. Keep going. This U is the third letter of the four-letter word. I'm just the robot to remind you, Fortune-telling cookie. It's a beverage and a band. Name of a band. It's four letters, but right now you got a U. And it's the third letter of the four-letter word. Continue with guessing. U is the third letter of the four-letter word. A beverage and a band. Are you thinking about it?
T.
Nope. You got a head, a body, a leg, and do you want another leg or an arm? Or a face? What do you want? Okay, you got a head, body, leg, and arm. Continue. A four-letter word. The third letter is a U.
What letters am I guess? What consonant?
You already guessed S and T, and if you, guess something again, then we'll remind ourselves, it's wrong. Do do do
S.
do do. You already guessed that. Go again. Do 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 do. Wrong. You got a head, body, a leg, and arm, and now you got another arm. So you can flap your arms and fly in the air. And try to struggle so you won't be choked and hung.
B.
Did you say B?
B.
D?
B is in bitch.
B? Well, you have just won yourself another leg. You have a head, a body, two arms, two legs. What's it gonna be now? Tricky, 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 tricky. You're not dead. You have faces to go through. You have two eyes and a mouth and a nose. No, that's what you're supposed to play. That is the beginning of Hangman. You get the body later.
Yeah.
Wrong. You've got an eye and a whole body.
G.
Wrong. You got two eyes. Wrong. You got two eyes and a smiley face.
J.
You just have been hanged, and there was no turning back and no answer for your foul failure. Just in. We'll give you another chance to give a little guessing. Yeah, here's another hint. It could be associated with an astrology sign, a short word for astrology sign, a beverage, and a band. Name of a band.
I don't know.
Name of a beverage.
Band.
And you have so far a U as the third letter in the fourth letter word. You can't do it. You still can't quit unless you're done. You're already dead in the afterlife. And you just gotta come back and, like, get resurrected and stuff. Because you just had a near-death experience. You want a witch hat on too, bitch? Come on. Well, you have dispelled this mission. If you want to decide to quit, then go ahead and put up your armor. You'll never fucking know the answer.
Still Google it.
This is not something you just Google. This is made up, but it's not made up. It's a real word. And if you just won, you could think of a somewhat letter word for something and a hint. You can't get that far in this level of the game. Bam! If y'all know what this word is, you can comment below. And if you don't, what the fuck else? Also, what would you do if a demon said, I can make you powerful? What would you do?
Just fuck off.
You told him fuck off? Okay. Well, can you do that to humans? Sometimes
I can do that too.
Sometimes they do want to come after you, you know. So you never know really what you should do. I said the same thing. I said, fuck off, I'm already powerful, bitch. And then what else could have happened is if you ignore it and pretend it doesn't, you can't see it, then, you gotta go focus on some light and make it go away. If there is any good Samaritans around. But that's some fucked up shit because we're all alone. Ain't nobody fucking around that owes you nothing, motherfucker. And we could be in danger. But I was pulled out of danger. Hallelujah. So it was pretty good. So what would you do if an angel, a boy angel, first time you ever seen a boy angel, and then 4 girl angels around that, and then 2 angels around the other side of this guy angel, and there was an Indian spirit too around them, and this Libra girl from Walmart that you met outside she had long black hair and she was wearing PJs. She lives in a trailer. She's waiting for a ride, but you have the power to give her a ride. But in that car, you sit in the parking spot, right? And it's raining and thundering, and you need a break because you can't even see out of your fucking window. You can't even back up. You stay put, right? You stay put. What would you do if you could see these angels around her? And she says, oh, I see them all the time. It's like a fucking pro. And then the guy angel holds out a ball of light. What would you do? You just hold on the ball of light in front of you. And the Libra says, oh, I accept those gifts all the time. Go ahead and accept it. What would you do then? Obviously, a angel that's a guy is holding a ball of light to give to you. With all these 4 girl angels and 2 other girl angels and Indian spirit around this Libra, random Libra at Walmart, that sees them too, and you're actually seeing this shit. It's evidence and confirmation's complete because you explained the fuck out of these people in front of this girl who confirmed that this shit stuff, that's the same thing she's seen, is true. Mm-hmm. What would you do? What would you do? What did you do?
I'd get right to Farley.
Okay, so you would take the light, or refuse, or ignore it, or tell the bitch to take it herself if she accepts these fucking things that we don't even know what the hell it is. I mean, you could be a fallen angel for all we fucking know, disguised. And around this one bitch just telling her a fake false reality of what it's like on the other side. On the other side! What side? So, the wicked side, or the good side, or it's just how things are going on, and That is the loneliest fucking existence we all ever did have and ever did hear of, but we managed to see some beings that, some book said that God owned them or some shit. Says that angels invented God, basically. They were, the oldest ones of all. And they're on this fucking Libra. What the hell? How'd she inherit the thinking angels around her? Why can't we have the pleasure to make our own mistakes and still be in the company of angels? Angels! What would you do? Boy! What would you do? You got an option there. You got options. Would you just stare at the damn angel with the ball of light, boy? Would you take this opportunity to be a little greedy, little curious brat, and take that ball of light? The light! What would you do?
Ignore it.
Okay. I say you take that shit, bitch. If you do it, I mean, what if it's bad? Because I didn't know what the fuck it was because the angel wouldn't answer me. Or maybe it was, but I think it couldn't because it didn't have an answer. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe it says what it says, and then that's it. Or it just doesn't speak or whatever unless God tells it to. Who knows? But is that ball of light from God or is it just from you? Or what is it really? Turns out it floated inside of her mouth because she accepted it and then lit up her eyeballs. And then her spirit from beyond her higher self, was lit up and it was dressed in jade and jewels. While she, in human form, was dressed in rags. As you can see, she was in rags, but in spirit she was dressed in riches. Do you think she's going to have a real good time when she passes on with these motherfucking angels who would convince her to take all these motherfucking gifts because they decided to decorate the bitch? What are those gifts? And what are those balls of light? We don't know. It's a surprise, puppy surprise. I didn't take it, but she did. And that's all there was to that story that happened in real life. What would you do if a spirit woke you up acting like a whacked out quacko trying to give you this square that looked like there was a scene inside of it, like grass and stuff, And I couldn't tell what it was, but it's like, take it, go ahead and take it. Like it's desperate to give it to you, like it was going to give you a fucking curse and it wants to get rid of it, or these demons are going to torture it because it was connected to demons through chains, cords. Isn't that crazy behind it? So, I'm like, get the fuck out of my room. Get the fuck out of here. No. What the fuck was that? It was like that thing came from when I was reading psychically somebody on the phone. And it was like, you know how people get invaded with, like, the Ghostbusters or something? I don't know. And they come in or the white coats come in and you feel uncomfortable. You want to run. And it felt like that. Like the spirits just invaded it when I was reading this person on the phone. Psychically. And that was just one of them. It's kind of like a scene or something with a bunch of people, I don't know, doing things like make me feel like that. But anyways, yeah, would you take that box?
Nope.
Fuck no, bitch. So I guess you didn't do you probably win if you were in the Charlie and Chocolate Factory because you wasn't a greedy little bitch and turned into a big old grape because you ate the little candy. You know what I mean? So, that's a good job. Okay. What would you do if you saw Jesus or some guy looked so beautiful it made you feel like you were an acid and you were sober as fuck? And right next to you was your girlfriend who looked like the chick from Phoebe from Friends, but she had dark brown natural hair and really pretty. And she was a Libra. What would you do? And she was crying because she felt this presence of this being who looked like Jesus.
Never committed.
What would you do? What would you do in front of that spirit? What would you do?
Have them both committed.
No, the spirit. No, you were driving while you were driving, and you experienced this, and you had a stop sign, 4-way.
And I put myself committed.
No, you wouldn't. But what would you do in the moment? You would have to just enjoy that unconditional, loving, acid, vibrational love spirit inside of you like a storm, inside of a bubble of you, you know, like, and she's next to you feeling the same thing and crying when you hear this voice saying, I'm here to save Selena. And it was Jesus or something like that we know of. With really pretty blue and David Bowie eyes, high cheekbones.
Jesus wasn't made comely.
What, beautiful?
He was not.
Well, do you think it was the Satan then that was that we thought was Jesus?
What are you talking about?
This being. What would you do if?
Wasn't Jesus.
Well, who do you think it was? But it made you feel like unconditional love and like it was so much Jesus heaven. Like no one can make you feel this way. Like a spiritual high.
No such thing.
No such thing. You have to know this is for real. And what would you do? Either way, it is an answer that you can provide for me.
What would I do?
Yeah. I think it's Jesus. I mean, what if you don't know it? You see, what you're doing now is thinking that you don't think it's Jesus. It might not be. I mean, I thought it was, so I don't give a fuck. I want to think it is because I trusted it. The only one I would accept. And
I'd have to think rationally.
It told me. I've seen it before though, and say that you saw it before around other friends. One of the friends that came around after, but when it came, it told you, tell her to accept me in her heart. What would you do? If you were getting a headache because you saw a demon around her, but the spirit, just Jesus, you know, it came by because you said you needed Jesus, we needed Jesus, and casually just came by and saying, hey, tell her to accept me in her heart. What would you do then? You're having a headache, right? You have the pressure of having a headache, seeing a demon around her, feeling it, you know. You're just sitting with her, and Jesus comes and says this. What would you think about that?
I would think I was having a stroke or something.
Well, But what would you tell her?
I think empirically.
Would you tell her what you heard?
No, I would not.
Because she knows that you can see the demon, though, and you're seeing it the same thing as her.
How could she know I see it when I don't believe I see it myself?
Because she could feel it and stuff. Got a headache with you.
Then he can tell her directly.
No, because she can't hear him. You can only see them and hear them. You can only the ones that's listening to him.
I've let the bitch burn.
She ain't gonna burn. You just gonna be your headache too. What about you? He wants you to tell her to accept her.
I tell them both to fuck off.
I said, Jesus is here. This may sound corny, but he says, tell her to accept me into her heart. And I said, do it. Say, I accept you, Jesus, into my heart. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it, boy. Do it. Boy, I told you to set raises and do your heart. I'm gonna spoon feed you, Jesus, and do your heart right now, boy. Boy, do it, boy, do it, boy, do it right now. Well, she did it, and by golly, the spiritual wind came by and it got rid of my headache. And I said, "Oh, my headache gone." She said, "Do you want my do?" And that's my story in real life. And I can tell people over and 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 over again to see what the fuck would they do and what do they think about it. And that's my truth. So you don't think it's possible to get in tune with your brothers, sisters, and your friends or your strangers? And see the things cloudy around them in the energy fields, like seeing the memories of their body, what it's been through, where it's going, what it's done.
What do you want?
Well, this is my insanity, and I might as well repeat it. So, I guess those are some unique answers. Thanks for playing the game. You lost. But the other ones, all the other the questions, the serious ones, well, you did a good job, I guess. I mean, you did better than most people that would just take advantage of the opportunity to use and take from things that are unseemly by other people, or they're ashamed away about that ability. But oh well, okay. And your favorite color is what? Red! At least it ain't pink like Carrie's wife. She was wearing that on prom, that devil. Uh-huh. Corn color, bitch. Mm-hmm. I just got some gasoline. You want to bathe in it? You got consequences to make because you said you let that bitch burn. You let my friend who's a Sagittarius for the rising moon Aries burn. I don't think so. You burned the light. You're supposed to save all those beings, take care of them like you're taking care of yourself. Then you all being here and existing all happy. Not as happy as you think you are, because I think you're still fucking miserable as fuck, because you have the free will to be as miserable as you think it's same and just observe and